Hello, and welcome to the Midgard Press. My name's Jay. So today we're going to cover the giant spider in more depth. I am a huge fan of spiders, not in the real world. They freak me out. They freak me out. Let's just put it like that. But in the fantasy realm, spiders are just fantastic. Spiders are the best. I mean, any setting within fantasy that I've played in, the spiders are just the best. And if you remember from the Bestiary, when I was reading through, ancient female spiders can grow as big as a house. They've been known to become oracles or demigods. Like, that's just fantastic. There is an adventure that we'll cover on another day, but there is an adventure called Oracle Cave. And spoiler alert, if you haven't read that yet, there is a humongous, gargantuan size spider. And it's there within Oracle Cave. And it is called an oracle. It can potentially foresee the future and, situations. But I want to talk more about the giant spider. You can, just like the ghost, you can put the giant spider in any situation. They can be in the forest. They can be in the caves. They can be in the dungeons. They can be in castles, ruins, towers. Anywhere that's dark and damp. Plain and simple, they can be anywhere. And I have to say, spiders, they're just fantastic. Let's first finish reading 4 through 6, because I only read 1 through 3 the first time around. So let's go ahead and hop in and read 4 through 6. So 4 of the D6, poison sting. The 8-legged horror raises its rear end and attacks a player character with a poisonous stinger that shoots out its repulsive body. The attack inflicts D10 piercing damage, and a victim who sustains at least 1 point of damage is also injected with a paralyzing poison of potency 16. The attack can be parried. What? 5 of the D6 web attack. The spider fixes its numerous eyes on the player character with the highest strength. So, look around the table, who has the highest strength. The next moment, it spits sticky spiderweb at the victim, who must make an evade roll, not an action, so free action. On failure, the victim is caught in the web and unable to move. It takes a successful strength roll with a Bane as an action, so that would be their turn to break free. Others can help. And that would take their action for that round as well. Even better. 6 of the D6, ramming attack. With a great leap, the giant spider launches its massive body at a player character. The attack inflicts 2d6 bludgeoning damage and knocks the victim down. Now, I've had the giant spider pop up numerous times within my sessions, and there's been a couple that the giant spider gets the upper hand on them. It's ferocious. It's a ferocity of 2, so it gets 2 actions per round, movement of 24. The thing is wirely. It can move. It's got an HP of 36. It's got some HP to it, which honestly, depending on how your characters roll, could take it out pretty quickly. So, but how could you use the giant spider more? Well, I'm glad you asked. So I'm actually working on a little something, and it's basically going to be very similar to the Temple of the Purple Flame. Again, spoiler, this is one of the adventures for, Dragonbane. It's one of the 13 adventures that are released in the adventure book. There is a wormhole, basically. There is a open pathway to the demonic realm, and it's cultists that had basically opened it back up. But I'm thinking of a demonic giant spider. Like, I plan on creating a scenario where this demonic giant spider, because it could act potentially as a demigod of sorts, it'll basically have the same D6 and whatnot, but it might have some an extra fear attack. So replace one of them and put in a fear attack. It might the damage might be demonic. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it yet, but like a demonic giant spider. I just think that's really cool. Somewhere in the forest, some dilapidated or building that's run down, falling down somewhere in there. Maybe it's at the bottom of an inn or something like that, because it mentions in the description for the giant spider that they live in forests and caves as well as mountains and ruined cities. Particularly sly individuals can even build their nests under popular inns. Maybe I create an inn that is a halfway house for cultists, and the cultists actually run the inn. Granted, nobody knows that they're cultists, of course. They're doing that on the side. They're on the DL about being cultist. But underneath the inn, there is a demonic giant spider that acts as kind of like the leader of this little cult. They're trying to bring more people to the demon realm, or they're trying to create an opening, some kind of portal between the realms. That'd be pretty cool. But seriously, you could use a giant spider anywhere. I mean, half the roll tables have a giant spider on there. Now, typically you can only encounter the giant spider once. Once you roll it on a roll table, that cannot happen again, so you have to roll again. But still, like, other than Oracle Cave, where there's tons of spiders, it was so much fun running that. You could legit put a giant spider anywhere, straight up anywhere. So we're going to call it there. Go ahead and like this video, but comment down below. Tell me, where would you put a giant spider? What kind of ideas do you have that you could use for a giant spider? What is something that the giant spider could do? You could easily make a quest to collect some giant spider parts, create some kind of like silk backpack that's lighter and carries more, or maybe some kind of silk armor that's not, leather armor, but it could be silk armor. That way your mage could get a 2 or a 3 or something like that. Make something up. Tell me in the comments, what would you do? But yeah, share this video, of course. As always, share it with anybody and everybody. Well, till next time, my friends, live on and game on.